Hey, it's Wednesday, and I just wanted to make a really quick video. I was thinking about emotional and spiritual healing, and I was thinking to myself, like, we have to be so careful when we're going through our healing processes not to get too caught up in social media, Twitter, Facebook, especially. I think Pinterest is it's not necessarily a big issue, but be careful what you allow yourself to be exposed to, because sometimes it looks like other people's lives are so much more perfect than yours, and you're already hurting, maybe doubting yourself. I know I've doubted myself sometimes. Sometimes I've questioned my purpose. Am I doing the right thing? Have I done the right things? And I know what I've been called to do, but sometimes you just start thinking like, man, it seems like, this is developing at a snail's pace, and it looks like success is coming overnight for someone else, or other people are living this amazing life, and you have to be so careful. I myself have to be so careful about comparing our lives to other people. I had a friend who reminded me of that. Like, what God has for you is for you. The process he has for you may not be the process that he has for the other people. People put their highlights, the big reels up on Facebook and Twitter. They only want to show you the good stuff. Nobody's on there. Rarely will you find someone saying, I had a rough day, or I did something bad, or whatever. Everyone wants you to think they're perfect. Everyone wants you to think that everything they do is right towards other people. So many people want you to think they're just like super Christian and super perfect. And the fact is that all of us are imperfect, and we just all are. Some of us are trying harder to live better lives, and some people are just like into themselves. The Bible says that God reigns on the just and the unjust, and that's just the truth. But I really just wanted to say that, it's imperative to, the Bible says, to cover your eye gates, watch your eye gates, your ear gates. And all it's really saying is just being careful as to what you are allowing yourself to be exposed to, so that you're not causing further injury to yourself as he is preparing you. And I was talking about the isolation, and a lot of people talking about isolation, but it's real. If you are really walking in your destiny and God is really preparing you for some great stuff, you are going to go through your share of isolation. How do you prepare? I mean, if you're studying, you got to be quiet to study. If you're writing, you're going to be by yourself. You're going to need some quietness to write. I know that for sure. As a writer, I spend some time alone, and sometimes I have to recalibrate my thinking, because there are times when I feel like, gosh, it just seems like I've been by myself a lot. But the truth of the matter is that God has been pouring through my spirit, and I'm either capturing that on paper, on computer, or on video. So anyway, we're all growing. This is a great time. Be careful about the people you surround yourself with. There are some people that you're going to have to clean out of your life at this time. I'm sorry to have to tell you that, but it's the truth. There are some numbers that you're just going to have to delete. Relationships you're just going to have to delete. You're just going to a different level, and a lot of people, unfortunately, aren't necessarily truly your cheerleaders and truly your supporters. They are, you know what I mean, haters, whatever, or they're just not genuinely there for you. And you know that. Sometimes we know in our spirits, and we want them to love us, but it's not the case. So be careful on social media. I remember a time when my Facebook page maxed out, and when I went through my difficult time, I deleted all 5,000, I can't remember what it was, but I deleted all of them. I felt there was some there was good reason, because there were people who were just on there spying. There were people just on there being messy. There were people who were on there trying to hook up with my husband at the time. It was a lot of stuff, we're just accepting quote unquote friends. So now I have my own Facebook page, and it only has like 100 people on there. And those are truly friends and family members and classmates, like people I really know and really talk with. And that's not to say I didn't know a lot of the people on my other page. I did. I just felt infiltrated, and nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. And so what I have is pure, but still you'll get messages sometimes, suggestions. I got a suggestion from Pinterest that I don't necessarily like, or whatever. Or if you're not careful, you'll start to see different things on timelines with people that may not mean the best for you. So I'm just saying, just be careful. Guard your heart. Keep your head up. Keep smiling. Don't forget your purpose. Don't forget to affirm yourself. Affirm yourself. Don't necessarily look for other people to affirm you. It feels good. Oh, you're so beautiful. You are so smart. You are so sharp. You are on top of it. Yeah, it feels good. But, the truth of the matter is most people don't even think about things like that. So make sure that you are affirming yourself and trusting God and learning more to give your heart to God as you're going through your process. I feel like I'm rambling. I'm sorry. There was just a lot in my heart today. Thank God for the people who are there, who are truly there in your life. Thank God for your family, your friends. Make sure that you say your prayers. Make sure you're living your purpose. Let God use you and be obedient. And anyway, I'm just on my lunch break. So enjoy your day, and I will talk with you soon. God bless you. Bye.